Hi, I'm Shannon Baker. Today I'm speaking with Crystal Wombles. She is the pastor's wife at Newport Harvest Church of God, and they're holding a women's conference later this month. She's going to tell us a little bit about it. How are you?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you're here to talk with us today about the event that y'all are having later this month. So give us a little bit of context, what's going on, and how can people get involved?
Okay, so what's going on is we are actually going to be, so let me start with this first. My husband and myself, Jesse, he is the pastor, Jesse Wombles, and I'm his wife, Crystal. We started pastoring this church not even quite a year ago yet. Actually, August the 21st will be a year. This is our very first church that we've ever pastored. We've been called for a little while, but sometimes it takes time in the process. So we started pastoring this church back in August. And of course, we want to be busy about the Father's business, we want to do the Lord's will. So everything that we do is, centered and based around people getting their lives right with the Lord and the life transforming and the Lord changing people's lives. So my husband actually brought it up to me about us having a women's conference, that we needed to do that. And so, of course, when he initially brought up the idea, me being the pastor's wife, was kind of like, well, I need to run with this. And I kind of just took the reins and, was like, okay, we're going to do it. And then it was like I started getting the idea of what it was going to be. And I don't know. I'm sure everyone probably has heard. We see all these memes with Kermit the Frog, and he's always about, what's the tea, the tea, and always giving us the juicy topic or the hot gossip. Not saying that it's a hot gossip. It's going to be like the gospel. And that's kind of like where this theme, what's the tea, was kind of like birth. As I thought, let's have a tea, but the tea is going to be the gospel of Jesus and people being changed. And so that's kind of where we got the theme of what's the tea. So yeah, we're going to have this on July the 22nd. And there is a registration on our website, Church of God. You can look us up on Facebook, the Harvest Church of God in Newport. So yeah, it starts at 10 o'clock. We're going to have lunch out there. I've got 3 phenomenal women of God that's going to be sharing some things with us that day. And I know a lot of times with women's conferences, I've been to quite a few and things like that. A lot of things, and even like church services in themselves, are very kind of like cut out and mapped out, and like they stick to a certain type of thing. But with this and it being what's the tea, I just told the women, I said, y'all just obey the Lord and do what he would have you to do. There's really no set thing. All of God is good, and we can glean from God no matter who really brings it. You know what I'm saying? We can glean from people's stories because we all have something different to bring to the table and share. So I'm looking forward to it. And I know these ladies that are going to be here, they're getting revved up and pumped up, and the Lord has definitely been just dropping into them the things that he's going to have them to share with the women.
Tell me a little bit about the growth of the church since you guys have been there. We spoke about it before, but tell me a little bit about the membership and how it's grown since you've been at Newport.
So when we first came here to Harvest Church of God in Newport, there was I think 15 people that were attending the church. And now we are running between 50 and 60. So we are seeing the Lord do great things here. And, to be honest with you, I cannot take the credit for it, and my husband cannot take the credit for it. And every time that souls come and they get their heart right with the Lord, and they get saved and they get redeemed and they get changed, people are even being set free from addiction. We've seen different things taking place here, but it takes me back to what the Lord spoke to my husband when he prophesied to him and said that I've called you to pastor, and under your ministry, many souls are going to be saved. And so when we see this growth, I'm just like, Lord, this is just you being that faithful God and doing what you said you were going to do.